Well,
What'd you have to say to the Ravens fan?
Ravens fan.
Is that Miss Edith?
Yeah.
You can win tomorrow or Sunday.
Miss Edith.
But
Miss Edith, let me tell you something. That point total is ass, baby.
Just
Listen.
Freeman and what was it? Make sure Freeman scores a lot of points. And then if I put Kareem Hunt in there, let him score a lot of points.
Miss Edith, it don't matter. Miss Edith, baby, as long as I get this win this week, you're not making the playoffs. I respect you because you beat my ass. But that was just a bad week, and you got a good team. But that point total is shitty. It's shitty. You look at my point. I'm
my point total is shitty. But I keep winning, so that's okay.
Welcome back to All Sorts of Sports.
All sorts of sports. All sorts of sports.
All sorts of sports.
Episode 95.
Nope.
Fuck's sake. 94.
No.
96?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't you count for a living?
My knee.
Look, fam,
you don't like
look,
that. Never mind.
fuck these numbers. I don't care about these numbers.
They're important to us.
What does that mean?
No. The other numbers are more important.
Yeah, but we're about to get to episode 100 soon, and that's a big fucking deal.
All right, what we doing for it? If you cared, we would have been planning.
I will fillet Bill Belichick on camp now.
It's going to be episode like 101, and you're going to be like, oh, is this episode 100?
Yeah, you'll fuck the whole thing up.
No. You got to do it the other way. Like, we get to 99, I'm like, oh, shit, it's episode 100. What are we going to do?
For the century mark.
It's like, fam, I bought balloons. Like 100.
And they're all deflated by the time we actually get there.
Right. All right. So, Ryan, since you got jokes, we're going to start with your team. There's been a lot of shit going on about the Bills versus the Bills Mafia. Ryan, I know you saw it. Keem, did you see what happened between, like, in the press conference?
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. I saw
okay.
the.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I did see. I saw the press conference thing.
Okay, so Ryan, you go ahead and explain because it's your team, and you care more about it than I do.
I mean, so at the post-game presser, one of the media members, that was Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, were on stage, and he's a Bills. He covers the Bills, and he was like, basically, you guys got gashed on the ground for fucking 4 quarters. Aren't you embarrassed?
Throttled.
Yeah, throttle. Yeah, some white word, like some word I would never use. And basically they were like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it didn't look like the Bills. Like, so the Pats came out. Bill Belichick was wearing a navy face mask, and the midshipmen are infamous for being like, hey, I'm going to run the ball now every play. Please try and stop me. Bill Belichick did exactly that. And the Bills struggled. They didn't give up a whole lot of points. They only gave up 14 points. Final score is like 14-10. But that being said, given the conditions, there's like 55-mile-per-hour winds. There was like an 18-yard punt. Like, it was just hard to throw the ball.
Went into the stands.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Allen could throw through that because he's got a cannon. But it was just, I mean, it was hard for people to see the ball because anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't super accurate, but great cannon. Yeah, go ahead.
But he could throw it through the wind, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, like that's why they drafted him.
But Jordan Poyer was and Micah Hyde were like, I mean, like, what kind of fucking question is that? Like how rude is that to ask at this juncture? Like, and in that manner. And basically Micah Hyde was like, I'm gonna remember that shit. And then he came back out today, because obviously they had media day today too. He's like, look, I respect every single one of y'all. I just would expect that same respect back to me when I'm sitting up here. Look, the Bills have lost a bunch of games that they should have won, so I would understand that they're frustrated. And that defense is obviously better defending the pass than the run. And also Bill's just a fucking like, he's like, my quarterback can't throw in this. He's not good enough. So I got to find another way to win.
I like that. I like that.
Hey, I have so much respect for that.
I like that. He said it.
Look, it is what it is. I think that obviously you lose a game, you come into the media room 10 minutes later and someone says something like that to you. I would have said much worse things than he got from Poyer and Hines.
Right, so you're on the Bills player side.
You know what? I think there is something to be said for if I have a bad day at work, I expect to get some criticism for it, right? Because I have a job, and if I do not do my job, I expect to hear some critiques. But I don't expect to hear, like 5 minutes after I walk out of a losing trial, hey man, you're a sack of shit. Maybe a sit down, let me fucking, go over it internally, and then maybe get on me the next day when I've had time, clear my head, especially if you're a guy who does that to me every single day and we have that kind of relationship, not just some asshole on Twitter like, hey, you suck. Like, this is a professional, right? So, I mean, it's one of those things. I'm trying to elicit X response, and he got it. He got his 5 seconds on Twitter or whatever.
Okay, so Ryan, would the equivalent to that be like, okay, so let's just say you don't fucking lose trials because you're fucking Ryan, you're a fucking badass. You don't fucking lose trials. But let's just say you lost a trial and it was like, so a press reporter or a court reporter was like, well, Ryan, did you review the case? Did you review the case? Did you review the case? That would you say that the equivalent to that? Yeah,
it's like, of course, I just got beat. Like, that happens. Like, that they had a better strategy than I had, and on this day they won, right? And that happens. Sometimes you just get out coached.
Well,
or
out. So if they come in and say, like, are you embarrassed? Like, how embarrassing is this, right? To somebody I
get to carry a gun into court, so come at me, bro. All
right, so I do want to add a couple things. I saw people discussing the shit the shitstorm and everything, and two things like came to my attention. Number one, the dude wasn't really there when the Bills were winning, so he's a longtime reporter, but he just wasn't present, like asking questions and shit. Like he's only there when you guys are asked.
He's a troll.
Yeah, essentially. And two, I was listening to a bunch of other beat reporters for other teams that were commenting on it, saying like, this is a sack of shit, just based on the fact that when you do this, you're supposed to ask an open-ended question. Like, if they feel embarrassing, they will tell you. When you do that and you're trying to lead them to that, like, you're going to get pushback.
Dude was being a dick.
Yeah, it's inflammatory. So he has like 10 extra words to write that might catch someone's eye on whatever shitty little blog he has. But I mean, that being said, I mean, if that's his job, he's doing his job correctly. I just think he's a piece of shit.
That's the thing, is that like a reporter can be an asshole in a press conference. Same way a player can be an asshole in a press conference. We can call it for what it is. Like if he wanted an honest answer, he could have, hey guys, how you guys feeling after a game like that? We all know that answer is still going to be bullshit, as are 99.9% of all press conferences that happen right after a game. You're not allowed to show your true emotion in those. Otherwise, you end up as a fucking meme on the internet, right? So it's like there's no real genuine moments in there. That's why you have like Mad TV and SNL skits for decades about, oh, well, we gave it 110%. We know all the cliche bullshit that happens in those things, which is the same reason that last year or earlier this year with the Naomi Osaka stuff, where it's kind of like, well, what do you really get in those press conferences after the game? Like, we understand you got to have media availability. Maybe after they take showers and they chill out, maybe you can start asking some more hard-hitting questions. But you could see the entire thing that he was trying to do with the way that he asked that question was elicit a reaction. And it happened, because what also happened? It led on Twitter. Motherfuckers understand this dude's name, and they never knew it before. I'm sure they talked about it on TV at some point during the cycle this week. So everybody, it was mission accomplished, guy. But now you get looked upon, and when it comes to those guys, it's just a dick. So maybe next time around, they're not going to get the soundbite from him, because they're going to know this dude's just a fucking troll. So good job on your one shot on getting a reaction to these two players. Good job, bro.
It's going to be Marshawn Lynch.
Go ahead. What you saying, James?
It's just gonna be Marshawn Lynch all over again. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Right.
I think he could have asked that question kind of like to what K-Dot's talking about. He could have asked that question in a great way. He was like, you guys, tough loss tonight. If he had just said tough loss tonight, guys, you know what I'm saying? Does it affect you anyway because you lost when Mac Jones only threw 3 passes and it was all running on the ground? Does it affect you? Is it different for you? Does it feel different? Like, and he might have got a better response had he said it that way. Like, because then it's like, oh, well, it doesn't really matter. A loss is a loss. They could have gave you the generic, like a loss is a loss, doesn't matter. Or they could have gave you, yeah, it does affect us like, a little bit, like, but a loss is a loss still at the end of the day. But like he could have asked that question a lot better. And as somebody who doesn't give a fuck about the Bills, I really think, that wasn't necessarily a fair question to ask him.
Yeah, I heard the guy's name is Jerry Sullivan, but I heard that he got fired and they're bringing in a new Bills beat reporter.
Well, shit.
Trent Krim, the Independent.
Thank you. Love you for that, Ryan. Fucking love you for that.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Ted Lasso, baby.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Keem, you said that you don't give a shit about the Bills. I'm about to talk about 2 other teams you don't give a shit about. Okay. The Raiders and the WFT.
I give a shit about the Raiders.
Yeah. You only give a shit about Brian Edwards. I know.
No.
You got them?
So if there was a hierarchy to the teams that I actually like, watch this, you're going to be surprised. So the Ravens are my favorite team. There'll never be another team. But if there were other teams that I was like ever liked, the Raiders are number 2. Respect. The Bears are number 3. And like then a bunch of other, like I think the Chargers are number 4, but it doesn't really matter after that. But like, yeah, like I've always loved the Raiders. Like I kind of I try to keep up with them and everything, but they are the Raiders.
You're like an Urlacher guy, so that doesn't surprise me. The Bears are up there.
No, I like their colors, and like when I was growing up, they had good. I was always a defensive guy. They had good defense. Had Urlacher, and I was like, oh fucking hell yeah! And like I love them. So.
Oh fuck Urlacher. So we're gonna say that now.
Sure. I mean, now that we understand more about his personality, but like with most of these players, we don't want to know more about their personality.
Let's just get the shit out the way, man. All right. I don't want to spend too much time on this shit.
You don't?
No.
You like talking Raiders.
This is the one week I don't want to fucking talk about the Raiders, bro.
This is your moment to
my
shine.
Twitter notifications say different, dog. Like you love talking.
Yeah. Hey, look, man, you gotta get the shit out. I had to get all my shit out before we came on the pod because now I'm like potted out. I potted too much on fucking Twitter this week. I am done.
Good game, bro.
All right, you know what? No, fuck it. Since we're here, give your honest assessment of the team, like since you've seen them play. Like what is the good part of the team and the bad part of the team? Like what you think they could improve this season or whatever.
Who, WFT or Raiders?
Raiders.
Nigga, you asking me to break your team down after my team beat your team? All right, fine.
Yes.
Fine. Okay.
Do it.
Undisciplined as shit.
Okay.
They don't have an identity on offense at all.
Like an honest.
I'm being honest. So I didn't see an identity on offense at all. It was like, all right, are you guys a run the ball first? Are you throwing? Then even with the throwing, what's the passing tree look like? Is it stuffed as far as like the short routes, West Coast style? Or are you doing deep balls? It just feels random. Like watching the game just felt random. And I don't think it was our defense necessarily dictating that. It just felt as though the offense on their end was just random. And they go based on like, is Derek Carr having a good drive or is Derek Carr having a not so good drive? And if you're going to have the end all be all be whether or not Derek Carr can lead you somewhere, you're not going anywhere. Like he to me is the West Coast Kirk Cousins with a badder attitude. So like it's sort of that's where it is. He shows flashes, but at the end of the day, can he sustain it throughout the entire time? Yeah, he was leading the league in passing yards. It didn't scare me. Like he didn't scare me in that same way.
You know why he's leading the league in passing yards? Because he can't run the ball.
You run the ball and you throw deep bombs to Jackson or Nugs when he was able to. I guess.
No. They don't throw the fucking deep ball to Jackson. You saw how many times he was open?
That was, I think, the biggest surprise for me was I knew the Washington. Oh, I almost said it. Ugh. I knew Washington was going to run the ball a lot and try and burn clock, but the counterpoint to that is they're not going to be able to score a lot. And I was like, we have the WFT have like average, sometimes good secondary players. Just run Deshaun by them a couple times and someone's going to grab him.
Deshaun was open a couple times.
He was open a lot.
How did
But
like
Derek just never threw him the ball.
gotta find it? But I think Washington's defense played well.
I just want to add one point. I don't think Derek Carr has reached the heights that Kirk Cousins has.
That's fair.
He's like, I just listen.
Well, Carr went on an MVP style run for a moment. Kirk, I don't think does that yet.
Kirk has had some like, oh shit, he that dude runs. Derek has had some. Oh, he's actually a good quarterback runs.
Well, he was in the MVP conversation one year.
I get what you were saying. I'm just saying it's different. That's all I wanted to point out.
But like,
right,
I would say Kirk's back in an MVP conversation this year. He's what, like 31 touchdowns and 5 picks or something ridiculous.
5 and 7.
Yeah, I mean the record's awful. But also, if I could gamble on will the Vikings go up by 20 and then implode, I would bet that shit.
I feel like that's the thing.
Week.
Kirk Cousins just got beat by the Lions. He's not in the MVP race.
No, we're not talking about the Vikings here.
All right,
we're not talking about the Vikings.
Fine, but so you're as far as the Raiders on defense, I like Max Crosby.
Yeah, as
my girlfriend said as we were watching the game, it looks like he says the N-word a lot. But it's just there's look, she just shook her head. She's like, yeah.
Why'd she say that? Why'd she say that?
He does, though.
Motherfucker got tattooed wings on his neck.
He does kind of look like,
and he's on Darren Waller's rap album, and he wasn't bad.
That don't mean
him freestyling in the locker room. He's good. He's actually good. It's like
that don't mean nothing.
No.
What's that motherfucker's name? God damn it! What shit? I wish I had his name. What is it? Tim McDonald? See it, Tim McDonald.
Jim McDonald?
No, the right wing at whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Trust me, I wouldn't know.
But the most important thing out of that game, if you'll allow me, is that Washington continues their fucking roll. And right now, no matter how it is that we're doing it, we're winning these games. And I think that the momentum right now is on our side as we're going in week to week. We're just finding ways to win. And the way to win is run the fucking football, keeping that time possession and playing a good defense, and Taylor Heinicke not making terrible mistakes. He had one that was like, he has a couple throws that you're just like, but you know you're going to get that with Taylor. As long as the defense is still there to bail him out, that's a winning formula. Now, the thing with Washington is that you're a bounce, a fumble, a catch, a deep run away from losing a game. We have been each of these weeks. But as long as we maintain this, and as long as we still have that we can drive at the end of the fourth quarter every week, we've had that demoralizing drive that takes enough time off the clock. They burn their timeouts, and either they don't have enough time to mount something as far as that last drive, or we take over and end the game that way, which to me is just a way of showing run the football, play defense, just punch people in the mouth. The one thing I didn't get to say about the Bills game, and what I thought was so impressive what Bill Belichick did, is that when everyone in the room, everyone knows exactly what you're going to do, and you do it anyway, it's just, there's nothing better than that in football. There's nothing better than that in football. It's, hey guys, line the fuck up. We're going to run this ball right here. Man the fuck up.
It's a true ass whooping.
It's
a true ass whooping. Like, look, you know what I'm about to do? Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. Right. I'm coming at your ass. Hey, put five defensive linemen out there.
Don't give a fuck.
We don't give a fuck.
When you got
Stevenson, Damian Harris, Brandon Bolden, it don't matter who running the ball, stop it. And they made them look like bitches. They made them look like bitches, and that's why the reporter asked that question, even though it was unwarranted.
And see,
I looked through it, and Bill Belichick, I mean, last year was just frustrated as hell because he couldn't control the line of scrimmage on either side of the ball. And Bill Belichick is a control the line of scrimmage.
It starts and ends there. It starts and ends there. If you control
especially in college. But yes.
Right.
The lineman coming off the ball, or the offensive lineman, and then they themselves making the entirety of the defense switch, and then all of a sudden there's two linemen going this way, and all of a sudden the ball's bouncing out the other way. It's just it was awful to watch as a Bills fan. But when I went back and watched the few huge plays, I'm like, that's just good coaching.
And the thing,
it's great. It's fucking great, because at some point after the second quarter, they had to know. I know what they're gonna do. Like, I know what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball.
They threw it once. He fumbled.
But see, that's the thing is that now you're seeing the discrepancy as far as the 3 throws compared to the runs in that Bills-Patriots game is like, holy shit. Bill was just trolling at that point. That's why he wore the fucking Navy mask. He just didn't give a fuck, which was just badass to see. But the thing that I'm also saying and why I'm bringing it and tying it to Washington is that's been the formula for our success, especially in the fourth quarter. We've been lining up and telling teams, fucking stop this. And the big thing, the big thing that I've been waiting for, Antonio Gibson now leads the NFC in rushing yards. Surprised the fuck out of me until they flashed the number. He has not been playing like a 225-pound running back until 4 weeks ago. He's still been playing in that receiver sort of mindset. And now it's like, oh shit, I'm big enough to just lower my shoulder and run some of these motherfuckers over? Okay. And he's doing the shit. And it looks great. And this is when you can do that and control the line of scrimmage in that way, it's a boom to everybody. The guys on the defense, they get a rise out of seeing you knocking these motherfuckers in the mouth. They can't wait to get out there. And the offensive line plays with that tenacity. And you tire that defense out. The more and more you do it, it is a winning formula. Look, run the football, play defense. It sounds boring as shit, but I'm sorry. It's a universal fact in the NFL throughout history. If you can do those 2 things, you will have success.
Also, bringing in and starting to play Smallwood, who is at best 5'9", 5'10", 215. He's already low. He's just going to hit you and keep moving a little bit.
Yep. He had 1 carry for 13 yards. Antonio Gibson had 23 for 88.
That 1 carry for 13 yards.
And that's the thing that I'm most proud of when it comes to Washington, Scott Turner, even though once in a while he'll go through a run where he gets a little too pass happy, he's very much like his father, fucking Norval, in that way sometimes. But if he could stick to the run, what the Washington football team needs to realize is that, and what they have realized, be okay with the 4-yard run. We're fine with a 4-yard run. A 3.5-yard run is success, especially when you have a team that loves to go for it on 4th down the way we do. You don't need all of it all the time. If you're not getting 5 or 6 yards of carry, it's okay. Stick with the formula. Don't go away from it.
My internet just took a shit.
You're good though. Trayvon Moorick almost ended the game.
Wait,
to drop the interception.
You can still see me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm still moving because
everything you're fine. Don't
hear you
just say fuck it. Just let it be what it is. All right. So let's move away because I'm tired of talking shit about the Raiders. They just signed Will Compton.
I saw that. I saw he drew
all right, now you're
now
gone,
he's
right? I mean, I can still hear you, so
I can still see him.
I can still see him. He's just not moving. He's frozen.
No, he's moving for me. I can see he's like doing this like a little fucking bird. He's doing this like right now. Like,
all right,
like
I can let him do it. All right, yep, let him be a bird.
Yeah,
I can see him. He just did this, like tried to like reach for the thing. I can see you, motherfucker. I can see you right here. You're right here.
Ames got a live feed in the Ryan's house.
I got a live
interfering.
Oh, there I go.
Right,
Back.
you're back. You're back. All right.
All right, great. Cool. I don't have to edit that. Fantastic.
All right, now he's frozen again.
Oh, you froze for me now. This is he's like,
nah, he's good. He's good. Yeah, you're good. Ryan, you gotta actually move. Don't just move your eyes because I don't know if you fucking. God damn it.
Fuck you,
all right. Bastards. All right. So since Ryan's here before his internet dies again, let's talk about Steph Curry. So we've had this ongoing feud, the world versus Ryan, in regards to Steph Curry being trash. Are you finally ready to say that you're just a fucking troll and it's bullshit and you're done and you're tired of disrespecting the greatest fucking shooter of all time? Or do you want to keep going?
Oh, what's he going to break some little records soon? Is that why we're bringing
I have a friend. One of my best friends agrees with this jackass.
Well, your friend's a fucking troll too.
I know, but I got my friend to admit something yesterday on the phone. Now let's see what Ryan's got to say.
I mean, he's having a good year. Okay. I mean,
good year, good career. Which one?
I mean, he's having a good year in a good career. But I'm saying that this is a particularly good shooting year. Although he still had a couple of those games where he can't shoot at all. But
yeah, that's the only time you talk about him. You're like that fucking Jerry Sullivan guy.
No, I pick and choose my statistics I want to show you.
Just
to
like him.
prove my point.
It's embarrassing, right?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Look, I realized that I was like, Steph needs a number 2 in order to be good. And that was like, proof is in the pudding. And last year, I don't know if he heard me. Or,
Probably did.
Oh, you going full Skip Bayless. He
or
going
what?
Skip Bayless. I don't know if he heard me, but he needed to make some changes. And I said the changes that he needed to make. And he made those changes. No, that's not what the fuck happened. And you
Make
know
that
it, Brian.
change.
Just
Yeah, no,
admit it,
he is.
Just admit it.
He's
Like this.
no,
Look. This pod isn't real. This
He's
is
the
just an
best-
intervention
yeah.
for you.
It is real.
No. This is just an intervention. Like you guys didn't get a memo. We're this is an intervention for Ryan.
I will say
in terms
this:
of your Steph Curry take.
he is the best modern scorer of all time in this game.
No.
He's the absolute greatest.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I would say KD, but okay.
And I figured
Best
it out.
shooter.
So KD is
Yeah,
the
shooter.
best.
Shooter.
individual-
Sorry.
KD is the best individual scorer of all time. Period. Can't fucking stop him. Can't fucking stop him.
Mhm.
Right?
PG County was good.
Steph Curry is the greatest offensive threat of all time. And the difference in that is that the literal threat of Steph taking like 3 threes is so fucking impactful for defenses. They sell out to stop him. When KD was on the team, they were like, let's double that guy who can take the threes instead of stopping the greatest scorer of all time. It's weird, but like Steph has the greatest impact on the floor of any offensive player ever. Jordan doesn't fucking matter. Shaq doesn't fucking matter. Like he has the greatest impact of a scorer, but he's not the greatest scorer of all time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
has
'cause
the
he was
greatest
without the ball,
impact
too.
because you're so fucking afraid that he'll let off 2 threes in a row, and then it's like it's fucking over for you because then now he's caught fire, and you don't want him to hit 4 threes in a 2-minute span, and you're so fucking afraid of that because it's leaps and bounds than whatever your team can do. It's leaps and bounds better, and the direct fear of that has caused like this. That's why like the game where he scored like 10 points this season was one of his best games, because it was like they were selling out to stop him. It was against the Raptors. They were selling out to stop him. They were like boxing one, double, no, double. And Steph, like if you go back and watch possessions of that game, you watch anybody break it down. They were like, hey, Steph, go to the corner. We're going to play some 4-on-3. And that's what he fucking did in college. He had a game where he scored no points in college, where it was like, hey, they wanted to double him the entire game. They had 2 people on him. Steph was at half court during the game, like this, watching his teammates play. He didn't fucking score. But he is the greatest and the most impactful offensive player ever. Because of that, you're so fucking afraid, and you don't want to be beat by his fucking 3-pointer because he's fucking my size, but he's going to let it rain on you. It doesn't matter. And you just feel so disrespected because he's not 7 foot or 6'6" or 6'8" or 6'5". You're so fucking worried about it. He is the greatest, the most impactful offensive player of all time, period. Bar none.
3 things, 2 quick hits, 1 longer point. Quick hit 1, we still need to do an NBA pod because there's so much basketball thing we need to get through. Number 2, I think I said it first, and Keem, you backed me up, that we said Jordan Poole was going to have a hell of a season.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Just letting that out there.
Yes.
Then number 3, I think the thing that's craziest about Steph right now is he's 33 years old, and his style of play and what it is he's going to be able to do. I think we can legitimately see a guy play until he's like 45 years old. Because if you, the way that you're talking about, and the point that Keem is making, the fact that he doesn't need the ball in his hand to be the threat, the fact that he doesn't need to run around with the ball where he could spot up and take that 3 at anywhere on the fucking court, basically, elongates his career better than anybody I've ever seen. Like, you're talking about what Ray Allen and Reggie Miller would do, especially Ray, to keep his career going. You've got a guy who you literally could just have on the roster, and what he would do the moment that he gets on the court is you have to change your defensive dynamic. And the fact that you can still get him to rock, he doesn't need to spot. All he does is spot up and shoot. Doesn't give a fuck. Spot up and shoot. Can you imagine anybody like 2-3 years from now when he's not gonna, What?
I gotta stop you. Steph Curry does not stop moving. He's not gonna. He has to change the way he plays.
No. I'm saying that, of course, but I think that like there are certain guys that we've seen over history that have changed their way of playing. LeBron has changed his way of playing. I think the newer generation of guys are changing their style to keep their careers going longer than some of the other guys had. Like Iverson was never going to change the way he was going to play. There were some of those guys just from that era. It's just no. This is what I do. I'm sticking with what it is I do.
Mm-hmm.
Steph, to me, because of what he does, he can still run around the court. But even if he doesn't want to run around the court, you can't tell me that no team is going to take Steph, regardless of his age, to spot up and shoot a three. Like what we talk about when it was like the Philadelphia 76ers of the last like 2 years where they need shooters, right? They don't need ball handlers. They just need shooters. Can you imagine you get him on a squat and you can just throw it out to him and he's whoop, whoop. Dog, I'm sorry. Steph, and I think that's the part where when we're talking about Steph in his career, that's what I'm still so excited to see is when he still has to change the style of play. That is when the conversation is going to start getting otherworldly when it comes to this dude, if he continues on the trajectory, which I believe he will.
I agree. And I think, and I just want to like piggyback off K-Dot's point, because think about it. Like, let's just say he tails off the next 2 years. Hey, like you said, he's 33, right? 35-year-old Steph. Hey, man, you're more Kyle Korver right now in your life. Like, fine.
That's Kyle Korver you're ever going to get.
Or Pager.
Right.
He's never shot
Pager.
outside of one season. And that was the season that he only played 5 games. That was a COVID-shortened season when he only played 5 games. He's never shot less than 41% from 3. So, hey, you're old Steph now. Like, you're not the main guy anymore. We're going to have James Wiseman and Kuminga and Drake. Well, not Draymond Green. And Moody. They're going to be, like, the leaders of this offense now. And, I just want you to run around screens and, shoot. I don't want you to even handle the ball. Don't bring it up or anything. Just shoot the ball. And then it's oh, shit. He gets to do the thing that he's been great doing his entire career.
And they don't have to ask him to do anything else.
You just want him to do that?
Yeah. Steph's not going to keep doing cardio when he's retiring or just shooting the ball. It's, hey, Steph, before you go do that, how about you get paid to do the same thing as you're going to do? We're not going to ask you to do anything else. Hey, you don't want to travel road games? It's okay. It's fine. We're cool.
Nah. You bring your ass on the road. All right. K-Dot, you brought up an interesting point. You talked about cardio. You know who did that?
Okay. One more thing. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to step all over your thing, and then you'll go back.
I'll say it over.
I was talking to somebody on the phone. This does not have to be a big debate. Maybe it's something that we do come back to debate. I am of the idea that what they need to do in the NBA to stop guys like Steph Curry, which is something that we need to do, is institute. The 3-point line is activated with 2 minutes left in each quarter. Beyond that, it doesn't mean anything. That is my opinion on the way the basketball needs to be.
No. Shut the fuck up. That's stupid.
It's not. No. Safe basketball. Big men matter.
You know what else is stupid? You said big men matter. Okay. So right now there's 2 big men in the league. I was going to talk about one, but I just thought about another. Pause. Stop it. Zion and Luka. Do you think Zion is ever going to play?
Oh, you mean fat.
Yeah. Do you ever think Zion is going to play this year?
Yeah. Oh, good segue. Good segue, but you lied, but good segue.
Nah. Zion's fat.
He broke his.
He does look a little bit
foot.
He
hasn't been able to do cardio.
Have you seen the pictures of him?
Yeah,
he does not look 2 weeks away.
I mean,
he looks like he's 1 month away.
No, 4.
The baby is due.
4 months away.
Who's been screaming it from the fucking mountaintops? Zion's too goddamn big, and he's got to change his body because he's only going to get bigger. His metabolism's not going to get better.
But
this is before,
he can't.
He was okay, and that he's just ballooned. Once he got injured,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When it came to Zion, the reason I was so unsure about him is I said he needs to be getting this weight down now. Back then. Because it's not going to get easier to lose the weight.
Ryan, you know the Zion 1-of-1 National Treasures just got pulled, right? How pissed would you be if? Well, you'd be happy, but
Dude,
how pissed would you be if you didn't pull it like a year ago?
At Duke, when they thought he was fat, he was operating at 10% body fat. He has been unable to run or do most cardio because of his injury. Is he fat now? Yes. Is he an athlete? Also, yes. And right now, he can lose that weight in the next month. When he gets up to 30, he's going to start looking like Shaq, where he puts on the weight. He's like, don't worry, I can get rid of this. And then he's 6 weeks into the season. He's like, I've gained 4 pounds. And it's not going to be good for him, right?
Yeah, it's like us.
But he's 20. Yeah, I'm 33. I can't lose a goddamn thing. But he's still 20.
Gain them all, Luke.
He's still 21, 22, right? Like he'll be fine, but he's got to start now. Because if he doesn't stay, he doesn't have to be slim. They don't want him
heavy
to be
though, man.
That's the point. His size is too big, and the injuries are going to keep coming. Yep. The idea that he's going to be able to not just rehab to get back to playing, but rehab to the point where I can lose weight and then start playing, that's a bigger ask. It's a huge ask. And if you're in this, look, if you listen to the thing, the worst place to be if you try to be a fat man and lose weight is goddamn Louisiana. I'm sorry. That's fucking hard. All right. All them fucking beignets and like a gumbo and a fried goddamn shellfish. That's going to be hard.
Oysters are so good.
That's probably why he wants to get out of New Orleans. He's trying to go somewhere where they got more like nutritious options.
He's got to go. Phoenix. He's waiting for the Seattle Supersonics to get reborn so he can go eat vegan.
Nah. That's what needs to happen.
You know what else needs to happen? Luka needs to lose some goddamn weight. Number one. Number two.
He's playing great. It seems like.
No, he is. But I still have the same few fundamental issues with Luka. Number one, he cries too fucking much and doesn't get back on defense.
Being fat, that's fair. I agree.
No. Number two, if you watch the last game, he was plodding up and down the court. And Reggie pointed it out the whole game.
I don't think Luka will ever in his entire career be like in a supreme shape. I think we're getting.
He doesn't have to be in supreme shape. Just look at Jokic.
I don't think.
You remember he was big, and then he was slim.
Yeah, but I think he's just one of them Eastern European cats that's going to look like that.
No,
yeah, that's what I
Luka admitted that his cardio is trash. Right. He said that. He's like, I got to be better.
To be honest, I think that's why he complains to the refs because he doesn't want to run.
Yeah, no, the longer he complains, the longer until they blow the whistle and restart the game. No, but he's
like, you know what? If I get a tech right here, I got 45 seconds of rest.
I was reading an article that said after he played internationally, he was at like 218, 219, like good weight. And then he went on vacation for 3 weeks. And then he was at 255. I don't know what that man was eating, but I want to do that. You gain a pound a day? Are you fucking kidding me? That's insane.
No, we would die.
But that's how I want to go out. That is how I want to go out. I want to eat delicious food.
I don't want to go out at all. All right, so he was.
I'm just saying, it's not that hard. If you want to learn how to gain weight, I got you. It's not that hard.
No, but I think Luka knows that. I think his team knows that. Yeah. Because like you look, KD can play every single minute of a game, right? And that is one of the many reasons he is absolutely elite. Luka's got to work on a couple things. And one of them is being able, if they need him to, in crunch time, to play a full game, right? If they need him to drop 50, he's got to drop 50.
And that's probably won't if he's having an off shooting night. Oh, because he still can't shoot free throws for some reason. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, his titties are jiggling, man. It throws him off balance.
Not at the line. You're not moving.
Oh, yeah. I do this when I got a titty slapping me.
Yeah, my titties move everywhere.
Yeah, titties just be moving, bro.
All right, so Ryan and Kata, I know you both, and Keem, you now too. Like, are you guys on the Twitter handle looking at some of the different tweets of the accounts we follow that revolve around the Mavericks?
I have to because you comment on them all.
Some of them, not all.
They are so fucking toxic. They hate Mark Cuban. They want every fucking. It was like, oh shit! Like Why do all of the fan bases I follow?
Why are all you guys so self-hating?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
Just hate themselves.
I had no clue. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Here's what the Bills do. Tre'Davious White has a season-ending injury.
Mm-hmm.
And so what do the Bills Mafia do? Donate $150,000 to the Louisiana Food Bank at $27 each single time because he's number 27. And I believe it happened against the Saints. So we say we appreciate you guys having us. Here's some money.
All
Hopefully
right,
put it towards
I need you to start this petition. I am a Raiders and Mavericks fan. I have been not having a good life. I need you guys to donate $89 because that was my jersey number to me, just to make me feel better.
Your Mavericks have won championship. Shut the fuck up.
Fine.
You bullshit. Fuck you.
All right. You know what?
What the fuck is that?
You know what? All right. You know what? You know who else is about to win?
Have you sniffed the
again?
Super Bowl? Yep. I don't want to hear your shit.
Okay. Number one, I got a couple of different segues. Number one, Lewis Hamilton's about to win the championship since you brought that up this weekend, hopefully. Number two, I don't want to hear Max Verstappen and Red Bull shit because they're fucking dirty.
Hey, you better Verstappen talking bad about him.
No, fuck.
Look,
I
Christian
love
Horner was
race,
hilarious. Christian Horner was kind of funny.
Like him and Toto go back and forth all the time.
Yeah, the gif of Toto breaking his headset was amazing. But the race last week was the shit. I got to rewatch a bunch of stuff happening for him. But I guess the big thing in the race was the contact between Hamilton and Verstappen after FIA tells Verstappen that he has to let Hamilton go because he passed him off track around the corner. Mm-hmm. I will say the majority of the blame that I give in that situation is actually FIA because from what I was listening on the radio, they didn't tell Lewis that that's what Max was going to do. So if you don't know that and you're still racing hard and you know that Verstappen's going to let up, Verstappen's a dick. He shouldn't have broke that hard. But still, if Hamilton knew, he would have let off, and that doesn't happen. So the FIA is kind of skating. No, he didn't move out. He was in the center. He was in the center of the goddamn restart.
Exactly. So it's like, the fuck?
No, it was bad. Yeah, they're basically pulling a me during soccer at this point. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. All right, so King,
but
we are talking about Formula One.
No, I know it's F1. I just listen. Here's my familiarity with F1.
Okay.
Have you seen the movie Rush?
Are you familiar with the English language?
It's a great movie, right?
It's an amazing movie.
Yeah,
it's a great movie. That's as far as in the movie Driven with Sylvester Stallone, but that's completely different.
That's not good. But the idea, but what you're saying, but the thing is, the reason we're excited about it and the reason it made the main pod is that kind of like that movie Rush where you had two guys kind of battling out, and they had right now there is no better rivalry in F1 and hasn't been for a minute between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. And right now, going into the last race of the year, they are tied in points with a championship on the line. This is everything you hope for as an F1 fan.
I don't know if you could guess this, but you know Lewis Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Max Verstappen is like the antithesis of Lewis Hamilton.
Well, sort of. They're both surly assholes. Look, they're both assholes. They're both dickheads. But they're winning. They care so much about winning the races. They don't really give a shit about anything else. The same thing that like everybody giving Max shit for doing what he did as far as brake checking, basically Lewis can't say with a straight face that Lewis Hamilton does not pull some shit like that over the years. Like that's the thing is that they're both like, which is why when you're going into this race, I think everybody's kind of like, we just hope they finish clean. And I think the big concern is I still don't think Max or Lewis are going to do anything with each other. What I am concerned about are their teammates, Sergio Perez and Bottas, potentially getting involved. Look, that Bottas is going to get third place. Mercedes is going to win the Constructors' Championship.
Hold on.
These guys don't have anything to lose if they were to make contact. I'm just saying.
Hold on. No. Bottas has not been consistent at all. So he could finish third or second.
He had a hell of a that ending.
Yeah, the last race. The last race.
Jesus.
Yeah, he passed it at the end. but he could be in the middle of the fucking pack.
He could be, but I'm saying that right now, if you've got, this is why
Same with Perez.
next season of Drive to whatever the fuck the Netflix show is, Drive to Survive is going to be amazing. And if you guys, Ryan and Keem, the same way Ted, look, if Netflix or streaming service put out something about a sport I don't give a shit about, trust me, I'm gonna give a shit. They just do a good job. Ted Lasso is great, and I'm still getting into soccer more. And this fucking Drive to Survive has been absolute. And I cannot wait to see what was happening behind the scenes of this season, because this season has been absolutely fucking bananas, especially between these two teams.
Actually, you might be disappointed because I think Max Verstappen didn't give Netflix access to him this year.
But I'm sure Christian Horner did. And that's what I'm concerned about. I want to see Christian, because Christian's more entertaining than Max is on the camera anyway, because Max always feels as though they have an agenda.
Yeah, Max is just like a baby back bitch. Like, for real.
Baby back bitch. Baby back bitch.
He cries and complains way too fucking much for my liking.
He's the Luka of F1.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah. Fuck it. I mean, whatever.
But it'll be a damn good race.
Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm rooting for Lewis, but I actually am kind of rooting for Max, because I think Lewis on a rampage next year, just to solidify, is a good story.
No, I want him to get 7.
No, if he gets 7, I'm afraid of what Max will do next year.
Fuck Max.
I get it. Look, I'm still rooting for my guys McLaren. I'm still rooting for McLaren to get first and second so we could leapfrog over fucking Ferrari and get third place in this Constructors Championship.
Well, I mean, good luck, but
it's a tall tale. All right, that's enough Formula One.
Back to the NFL.
It's fine. All right. So, look, the funny shit about it is next year, Kim gonna be the one talking about Formula One too. Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be up early as shit with the baby. You might as well watch something.
I do like those movies.
All right. So let's move into. Since we're going back to the NFL, let's move into our picks from last week.
Okay.
All right. So now, not only did the Washington football team beat the Raiders, but K-Dot beat everybody. He had 10 right. He beat me by 1. I had 9. The Washington football team beat the Raiders by 2. He beat me by 1. It is what it is. And then Ryan and Keem both were tied with 8.
All right. So, pretty solid week for all of us, I think.
Season total. As it stands, last place is Keem with 107. Third place, K-Dot, 112. Second place.
Good group.
Ryan, 113.
Right there, baby. Right there.
Oh, shit. And I have 126.
Yeah, fuck you.
Right there, baby.
Nah, man.
It's a battle for second. We know what this is.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking year. I win here, but I don't win with the Raiders. Like, I'd rather the Raiders win. And
how's your fantasy team doing?
I think I'm in first or second. I don't know.
First? I think you're in first.
No, I mean that don't matter either until the playoffs.
No, I mean it kind of matters because it gauges your ability to gauge how good players are. But No. How you doing? What's your point though?
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm in first. I have 1767.
Yeah, you got the most in the league. That's crazy. Like, you just having a good year overall. Like, it's like,
what the fuck are you doing?
Good year,
no. Stop. No. I don't trust you. Like, that's some bullshit. What's going on?
What? My brother. No.
All right, you know what? Fuck it. We're moving on. All right, Steelers and Vikings. I got the Steelers.
That's how you know he's
toxic. I'm gonna beat your ass on this one. Vikings. Let's go.
Okay.
Bet 100. Okay.
Oh.
No, I'm just playing.
I don't care.
I'm just playing. I know I can't bet. I'm just kidding. I don't bet people.
All right, but why? Well,
they forget their bets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't bet you. I can't bet you. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Right, so I have a question. Why are you picking the Vikings?
No, because they should have won last week, and I don't think the Steelers are that good. They beat a sorry Ravens team, and like you got Minnesota at home, and I feel like Dalvin Cook is supposed to probably be back. Not that he was the problem, but Minnesota has like been in a bunch of close games, and I just think they win this one. I think this is
Adam Thiele's not playing, by the way.
they have the better receiver.
That's true, but
And
Is
Giants gonna
Justin
get doubled.
Jefferson still playing? Like
Giants gonna get doubled. All right, K-Dot and Ryan, who you got?
Skull.
Okay,
I'm going Vikings. Kirk Cousins beats the team he plays for next year.
interesting. I still think it might be Derek Carr. We might trade Derek Carr for Mike Tomlin. And see
He
how
ain't
that
built for
goes.
Pittsburgh.
I'm just putting it out there now, bro. Mark
Ain't
Davis
built for
gonna trade Derek Carr for Mike Tomlin, bro.
I don't think Mike Tomlin wants to.
Mike
come.
Tomlin don't
probably
want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Why the fuck would you do that if you were Mike Tomlin?
Look, I know he's staying where he is, but at the same time, come on over, brother.
You gonna use the brother son?
All right.
I don't
Next game.
I don't think that's the word that Mike Davis could use, but all right.
He's not John Gruden, okay? All right. Saints and Jets. I have the Saints.
Thanks.
Saints.
Okay, Ryan.
You
Do
can
it.
do it, man. You can do it. You can do it, brother.
It's a winnable game.
You can do it, brother. Hey, look. Jameson Crowder is hurt, so he's gonna have to throw it to Elijah Moore, who is a really good rookie receiver.
I'll take the Saints.
Ryan.
We pushed too hard. God damn it.
It's like, how drunk are you? Because they're clearly trying to get you big against.
Also, is Elijah Moore's hurt, isn't he?
No. Jameson Crowder's hurt. Elijah Moore's fine.
Alvin Kamara's back.
Balling.
Kamar's back though. Yeah. And Taysom Hill's apparently fine now. So I almost took the Jets, to be fair.
All right, Falcons and Panthers. I have the Falcons.
Falcons. It starts here.
Oh, damn it. I might have to pick the fucking Panthers now. Every time you say that shit, they lose.
Go, Ryan.
It starts today. Oh, yeah,
Go,
Sunday.
Ryan.
Wait, did they lose last week?
Go, Ryan.
Give me the Panthers.
Great. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah, McCaffrey's out. I don't know what's happening in Carolina right
Nothing.
Hey, what?
Not a damn thing.
now.
Shubba hubba.
Yeah, Chubba Hubba Hubba.
Yeah, the Falcons did lose last week. Every time you say that shit, they lose. All right, so
So you going Panthers?
no. All right. So who has what? Because I wasn't listening.
Everybody has the Falcons except for me.
Yes.
Okay, you got the Panthers. Cool. Seahawks and Texans. I have the Seahawks.
Hawks.
Ryan?
Tyrod time.
Hey, they 5-8 now. They're gonna be 5-8. Oh,
Yeah,
4
give me
more
the-
wins. They in the
Give me,
playoffs.
give me the Texans.
I just see the picks that Ryan makes to make everybody closer to him, and it's sad.
Shut up.
I picked the Lions last week. How many of y'all got that game right?
And then how many
Yeah,
other
beat you in points.
Did you see that fucking Ryan? Did you see that fucking defense?
They were
Oh,
just
fuck.
like,
What the fuck? They played zone. They didn't even have anybody in man. It was so fucking stupid. I was so pissed.
hey, I'm on Raw. He cast a spell over the defense.
No, those were two teams that were begging to lose
Bro.
that game.
They were just like all standing at the goal line. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
That was incompetence on a level at which the Dan
He needs to
Campbell
be fired.
the
He
Dan
needs to
Campbell
be fired.
decision was horrible. There was so many terrible things that happened in that game.
Yeah, the
Fire.
fourth.
The most
Fire.
important part is, did y'all see the Jared Goff's girlfriend's reaction to them winning?
she is talented. That young lady. She has a lot of talent. She's a
She was at a swimsuit like photo
she's a
shoot.
Sports Illustrated
then-
swimsuit model.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh yeah, they won. Look, and she's like, really?
she
And
is
then
front and back heavy. She is very talented.
I didn't pay attention.
Well,
'cause
when
I'm
you
married.
when you say front heavy, like what do you mean? Like be specific. Like
big boy. Yeah, the big boy.
all right. Raiders and Chiefs. I have the Chiefs. Let's just keep this moving.
She
Raiders
could
and
feed
Chiefs.
a village with
this is
those
one of the
Jets.
toughest games to pick.
Sorry. Who is
Raiders and Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Okay. Ryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chiefs.
Okay. Kim.
Real close. Though.
Raiders.
Okay.
Wait, who won the Raiders
Chiefs
won
won
last
last one.
They did? Oh,
Chiefs won the last one.
I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay.
I think it'll probably be like 21-23 or something.
Nah, it's probably going to be 41 to 10.
Raiders?
No.
Chiefs?
Yeah,
That's
Who'd
the
you
other
take?
team playing.
the Chiefs.
Oh.
Did you see the press
Are
conference?
are you doing this just so that because every time you bet
Did you watch the press conference
of whom,
of the Raiders after the Washington football team lost?
why would I have done that?
Oh, because I posted about it, and you said you see all the shit I post.
Yeah, I see it and I scroll.
Oh, well,
We appreciate the work you're doing, though, James. It's
Yes.
just the Raider stuff can be too much for us.
look, man, you all have the fucking.
No. We get it. We're not criticizing. We're just
No,
saying.
I see other people put tweets too every now and again. So if y'all follow different accounts and the shit pop up, I'll comment on it.
I'll just tag you.
No, don't fucking tag. God damn it. All right, Ravens and Browns. I have the Ravens.
I kind of want to wait for Keem so I could just pick the opposite of whatever he picked.
I'm taking the Browns.
I was too. God damn it. I thought they'd split.
So I was gonna pick the Steelers last week, but I went with you guys because I've been wrong so much. But I like that's what's fucked me a lot of times where I want to pick against them. After I've picked against them, I'm like, oh, I'll pick for them now, and like I get fucked. But so it's Browns. It's Browns this week. It's Browns for sure.
I'm going Browns too.
Ravens.
They just lost their best cornerback. Like we're fucked. Like we might make the playoffs.
What did you say, Ryan?
Ravens.
Okay. Watch the Ravens win. Cowboys versus the Lift. I have the Cowboys.
Whiffed.
Okay.
The streak ends next week with Gardner Minshew. I'm predicting it already.
Guess what that means? The fucking streak ends now. Because every time you say something happens 1 week, it happens. It doesn't happen.
That's fair. The Falcons starts.
I'm taking Dallas and CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper coming back healthy to whoop on that ass that Montez Sweat can't keep up with. It's just him. Like, who the fuck are they worried about?
Oh, Montez Sweat's not there.
No, you're right, COVID. Damn, that's bad.
Whiff.
Yeah, I mean, it must have been tough to wear a fucking mask when you have a broken jaw, but you know.
Whiff. Well,
It actually probably is, though. It's like, I know you're joking. Like, it probably is, like, tough. Because, like, it's, like, right here. You're like, oh. Like, oh, that hurts. Yeah. That hurts me.
I hate you so much.
I'm sorry.
Ryan, who you picked?
Whiffed.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Jaguars and Titans. I have the Titans.
Yeah.
Memphis, Tennessee. Hey, they killed that versus last week, and they're gonna beat their ass this week. Let's go.
Fair.
Titans.
All right, Titans all the way through.
Titans. And that means, folks, the Jags are winning that one.
Trevor Lawrence in this bitch. That's what that
Hey,
means.
Ryan, you taking the Jags?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
But if we
Giants
all
and
pick,
Chargers.
yeah.
Giants and Chargers. I have the Chargers.
Chargers.
Herbert.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, you were kind of
Lions
right.
and Broncos.
He threw for 3 touchdowns and like 350 yards last week,
Broncos.
which you had said was going to happen.
Oh, I think Keenan Allen and Mike Williams might be out.
Keenan Allen is
Well,
vaccinated.
they have to get I think Keenan Allen is vaccinated, so he just needs 2 straight negative tests for over 24 hours. So he might make it. But yeah. Either way, Chargers.
Yeah, you hear that, Montez? If you get vaccinated, you might have made it back. Piece of shit.
Damn, Montez. That's crazy.
Why are you getting so goddamn close today? I see so much in your face.
I'm just
Nah,
assuming
fam,
Montez is at home
I'm
with his
just
big ass
picturing
goofy
just
ears.
like
just-
looking at Keem do this shit, and he's just like, yeah, Montez.
The only thing that would make it better is if it was an actual
You
full
Montez.
screen for him and it didn't cut off on the sides. Like, it just looks weird.
Montez.
I will give you credit. Your teeth are clean as shit. Very nice
Thank
teeth.
you.
Very nice teeth.
What do you
Thank you.
use that TheraFresh or what you use?
Oh, fuck.
Crest, actually, Crest works.
I I have a yellow stain on the front of my teeth because I smoke too many goddamn cigarettes, and I'm so self-conscious about it. That's why I adjust the contrast in my videos. like
Your
a
video
motherfucker.
is like brown/yellow.
Huh?
The video.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah.
that afraid of my teeth being shown that I gotta do this.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. You got a girl, you straight. You ain't trying to impress nobody.
It's me. I care about me.
49ers, Bengals.
Oh, no.
I'm taking the 49ers.
Wait, Lions and Broncos. Lions and Broncos. Who y'all got? Lions and Broncos.
Oh, the Lions are on a streak. They haven't lost in 2 weeks.
Teddy
last games.
Bridgewater.
But give me the Broncos.
Okay. Cam?
I would also like the Broncos.
Okay. Ryan? Muted.
What?
What'd you say?
What?
Teddy Bridgewater.
What?
Give me the Broncos.
What?
The Lions blew their wad. That's
What?
it.
49ers and Bengals.
I'm
I
a
have
hype
the
man
Bengals.
from the early 2000s.
I'm taking the Niners.
Okay. Got 49ers. Cool.
They're about to whoop their ass. Watch this. They're about to whoop their fucking ass. Watch
Okay,
this.
I had the Niners.
Okay. Ryan?
Give me Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Ryan, who you got on the next one? You go first. Bills, Buccaneers. Who you got, buddy?
You know he is.
I want to hear him say it. Who you got, buddy?
The Bills.
All right.
Because Ryan is taking the Bills, and I want to be right and get all my shit right, I'm going to take the Bills, too, because they're going to beat that ass.
All right.
They finna beat that ass. Hey, Josh said, I can pass now, nigga. Hey, watch this.
Oh, he said
Watch
that all the
this.
way? He said everything? He said all that?
Hanging around with Cole Beasley too
Verbatim?
much.
Not Cole Beasley. What was it? Jake Fromm?
Oh,
No, Jake Fromm he's starting for the Giants this week.
Oh.
Jake Fromm is the starter for the Giants.
Well, they about to lose by 50.
Stay Fromm about to get some commercials.
Oof.
Yeah. How not
Jake
to
from
play
Stay-
football.
Stay Fromm.
Stay Fromm.
So, Kid,
got his own
who
state.
you got?
Bucks. Tom Brady's at home saying what Bill Belichick did to that Buffalo ass and saying, I'm not
Do
getting
you
left
know
behind.
who Josh Allen is?
You know who Tom Brady is, motherfucker? He's not going to let
Yeah.
Bill
You know who
Belichick.
Josh
He is
Allen
not letting Bill Belichick run up him. Not to mention Tom Brady, just like Bill Belichick, make the Bills his perennial bitch. So I'm just saying, we're going to keep it going.
I would bet you, but you would forget. But
Well, it's written down.
if it was real, if this was a real conversation, I would bet you
$20.
$100.
$20 right now on this game.
I'm
Let's go.
not, no, because I've learned my lesson, buddy. Like, I have learned my lesson.
No, we're talking about it now.
This
So you
25
want
might
to be
turn into 50 if you win. It might turn into nothing if I win. I don't know. I have no awareness.
I'm saying, Ryan, are you taking the minutes? You're doing the minutes, right? Write the bet on the page. It gets saved in the
I'm
text
not
thread.
I'm
All
not
right, yeah,
betting.
okay, all right. No, fuck it.
I'm
It's
not
like,
betting.
I can record this part of the pod and like post it on and pin it as a pin.
See, that's the thing that we stopped fucking doing. You remember when we used to do the pod in person, like the dress bet and everything else, we'd write it down and it would be pinned so we all saw it the entire time.
How
I
the
like
fuck we do a bet where we all lost? That's the dumbest shit ever.
That was
That
hilarious.
sounds-
Well,
that's a
have you
fun
seen
bet.
the wood?
God damn it. Moving on. Son of a
I have
bitch.
so much shit I could say, but I'm not gonna say it.
All right, let's
I
finish these
appreciate
out.
I was gonna say Paul. All right, Bears and Packers.
Man, I really
The
want to take
Packers.
the Bears just because. Yeah, no, Packers.
Okay.
Packers. Packers are going to be hard to stop going to the Super Bowl. At this point.
James?
Packers.
All right, I said Packers.
Packers. Let's go.
All right. I was like, it's like, ain't no way in hell you picking the Bears. But they did beat us when Justin Fields only threw for 100 yards. So that was fun.
And he is back. So
Rams and Cardinals. This game was tough, but I am taking the Rams.
Interesting.
Thought I was going to be alone.
Cardinals.
Okay.
You are alone, Ryan.
Okay. So everybody else is on the Rams.
Rams.
Cool.
I don't like this
All right.
one. I thought
I mean,
was
I don't like this one for you.
No, I mean,
Look, I can tell you my justification is just I believe in Sean McVay. Like, that's the only reason I'm doing this.
To me, it's more about the players. Like, you got Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. And outside of
a lot of big games. They've lost a lot of games that I don't think they should have lost.
What's their record?
What are the Rams' record?
It's 8-4, my Negro.
Don't say that to James. He doesn't like it.
It sounded racist, and I don't know why.
It's 8-4, and the Cardinals are.
You know, it's funny. That just reminded me of the dude asking the Washington football team to dig up some old emails from Derek Carr, like something where he says the hard R.
Yeah,
out of it.
I don't care if he was retweeting rap lyrics.
It's come on, just find something.
8-4 against the 10-2 Cardinals. I will repeat, the 10-2 Cardinals.
And that's the thing. If you look at the losses that they've had, though, Arizona, Tennessee, 49ers, Packers, any team that lines up against them is better than them. Like, they're not in it. Like, they don't pull off any of the upsets, which has been kind of disappointing for the Rams. But I still get Rams.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp or Captain Kirk? I'm going Captain Kirk.
Why?
One of these teams has a mobile quarterback and the other one doesn't.
And one of these teams has Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, and the other doesn't.
Has the team with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey been winning since they got like their new addition? Like, how have they been doing?
They beat the Jags.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like they lost the game.
Wait,
you got a lot of Dave Chappelle white guy voice energy happening tonight?
Didn't you just take the Rams though?
That's not my point.
Right. So final thoughts, guys. Who wants to go first?
I don't want to go first this year. Think about it.
I can go first. The MLB lockout's really grinding my gears. Look, this is usually the most important, but two, the most exciting time in baseball. It's like the regular season is just like when I get something to watch for 3 hours a day. Postseason baseball is one of the best events of the year. I would trade Christmas and Hanukkah for it if I was forced to at gunpoint. But the off season for baseball is absolutely wild. It's big names getting traded. It's, which minor leaguers are coming up. Are we trading these 10 minor leaguers for your one solid bat? And right now it's crickets. They can have no conversations. Like, they can't even be negotiating right now. That is a violation. Like, nothing is fucking happening. And the only thing you can do is get a manager, and the Mets still don't have a manager. So, meh.
Ain't shit from the manage, so it's fine.
But it's ruining what is usually a very fun time in baseball for me, where I can just be critiquing everything everybody's doing and then also be completely wrong come April next year. They got to figure it out, because I mean, it's the owners versus players is always bullshit, but for some reason it just feels worse in baseball. Ugh.
I mean, the players are gonna. I think the players can be happy after this is over, just for the fact that they now have their money, like that they've had so far, and now they have a shit ton of time, and they can figure out what to do.
Well, I mean,
outside of baseball,
but the big guys
all of
have
America
money.
had to when we were quarantined.
I'm talking about like the minor leaguers who are now not getting paid.
Dude,
and that is their only money.
But even beyond the minor leaguers, the guys who are not signing the 10-year, 15-year deals, their deals aren't great. Like, what makes the news is the $300 million contracts, whatever. But there are a lot of contracts in baseball right now that don't make a lot of sense. And the minor leaguers, even when they are playing, is basically fucking slave labor at this goddamn point. They take full advantage of those assholes the entire time.
Yeah, they just now have housing.
It's insane.
Yeah, Max Scherzer, who is the newest New York Met, as I'm sure you all know, and also he's the head of the players union. He's going in for the little guys. And look, man, we might have a shortened season if they can't get it worked out. But I know a lot of the bigger players like the Scherzers and the Aaron Judges and the people who are making a lot of money are making sure that their minor league, the guys who are in their minor league, who they've all played with, everybody gets injured, ends up back down there. They're making sure that they're fed, housed, etc. because they can afford it through this time. But I think they're trying to make sure that going forward, they don't have that issue because everybody's at the minor league at some point and poor. And it's unfortunate. So get your shit together. All right.
I know. I guess this will be my final thought just to piggyback on it because I don't really got anything. I'm hopeful, or maybe I'm wishing that last time this happened in baseball was 94, and it damn near killed the entire sport until a little thing called steroids came into being, and that was the whole same Sosa Martin McGuire thing. So I don't know if this is enough to put another nail in baseball's coffin. But especially with the rise of things like soccer or Formula One, which we like to talk about here on ASOS. I don't know. Beyond that, all right, I guess one thing, we're getting to the end of the year where we have all these best of lists and all kinds of things, which I really like to work on. I'd be interested in seeing if we could do an episode on our other pod of like best 5 rap albums of the year, best 5 movies of the year. This is like my favorite time. I rank everything. I just love ranking it. But this year has been really interesting as far as movies go, and I'm really, really interested in seeing what is probably going to be the best movie this year, Licorice Pizza. I'm really, really excited to fucking watch that thing because now I think
who's licking her pizza?
Licorice Pizza, directed by Paul Thomas fucking Anderson. You goddamn.
I know what it is.
It's gonna be asking. I know you're a movie guy. You're full of shit.
I don't fucking
full of shit.
To be fair, okay, all right. It's gonna be a good movie, but I've never been a Wes Anderson guy. Like
I didn't say Wes Anderson. Paul Thomas Anderson.
He is. Okay, yes.
Boogie Nights. Fucking come on, dog. Like really, it's PTA.
Boogie Nights is great. I'm not a big.
There will be blood.
There will be boredom.
Shut up. Fuck you. Shut up.
Wait, what is this about, man?
Phantom Thread. Come on, he doesn't make a bad movie.
I haven't seen Phantom Thread.
What is it about?
It's like a coming of age story of something that happened in California.
I ain't watching this shit.
I know you're not. You make Black Knight references in 2020.
All right. You're welcome. All right. So my final thought. Keem, did you go already?
No, I didn't, but go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Today, you all have witnessed the most recent fall of Barcelona. For the first time in 17 years, we have not gotten out of the group stage. I don't hear shit from you, K-Dot. You don't even have a club. All right. So
Man City.
No, that ain't your club. Name a player.
He's just telling you.
Yeah. Name a player?
Yeah.
De Bruyne?
No. No. De Bruyne, yeah. No, there's no De Bruyne.
He gone.
Nah.
Oh, is he?
He doesn't exist. There's no De Bruyne.
I mispronounced the name.
De Bruyne does play for Man City. Leave him alone.
He does.
Kadeen Wiggins on FIFA 2021 in my house. Plays for Man City.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what? You do need to play because I did get Keem on the game. So if you do have time, you should play a game.
You want your ass whooped?
I know I'm gonna get destroyed, but all right, let's go.
You're better than me. You're probably better than me.
I doubt I'm better than you.
All right,
James, tell him I'm bad.
Continue,
right.
James.
I want to hear. This will be fun. Like I got to share play this.
I want to hear.
I want to share play this. I want to see this match. All right, but
come see me in F1 2021, bitch.
I play that too, fucker. I'm down.
I played it.
Yeah.
Hey, come see
Y'all
me
play
in
F1?
You know.
In that match.
Come see me in.
I was talking trash, and I didn't expect to get cashed out on that. So I'm I'm writing checks my ass can't cash. I'm gonna be out. I'm out.
Hey. I was like, fam, I'm a gamer, bro.
I'm out.
Hey,
I got people commenting on the YouTube page saying they played.
Hey,
I'm out.
Warzone, I'm ready. Warzone, I'm ready.
You know what? The new one just came out.
You are not ready.
So
maybe I play video games once a week. Yeah, I'm good.
All right, but back to my point. Barcelona got whooped by Bayern Munich. It's not as bad as people say it was. The game wasn't as bad as they say it is. Shut up, Ryan. You like Arsenal. I don't want to hear shit from you.
Hey, man.
Be quiet.
You about to know how it feels, bro.
I know. We're in the most prestigious tournament now. We're in the Europa League. All right. So people just want to troll just because it's Barcelona and they've been really good for a really long time. And now that they're not good, it makes everybody feel great to troll them just because probably all the other Barcelona fans were giving them shit when they were good. You know how that goes. Like as soon as the Patriots are trash, then Not me. I didn't even give you shit.
No, I'm pointing at the audience.
Okay, fair enough. Because it probably was them. All right. Chavi has a lot of shit to fix. Why the fuck is Araujo at right back? That makes no sense. Put him at center back. Make PK retire and become the president of the fucking club. I don't care. We need a left back because Jordi Alba is always hurt. We need our fucking you know how you talk about Anthony Davis and Zion shouldn't be hurt because they're so fucking young. All of our best young players are injured, and that is worrying. Xavi did say that he's bringing back the old doctor that used to be there when he played, so hopefully he helps. But Ansu Fati, Pedri should not be injured as much as they are. They both have billion-dollar buyout clauses.
I read an article recently, which was actually kind of interesting, and I'll just 30 seconds. It basically said that you're seeing a lot of the young superstars not take their fitness and nutrition as seriously as you may have about a decade ago, because the contracts now are so big that back in the day, you're like, oh, I got to play for 2-3 years. Then I get my, $40 million. And that's, going to be a big chunk of my contract. Now you see these baseball stars, soccer stars, not so much with football, because I feel like they bully you into conditioning in football. But basketball, a lot of those sports, these kids are like, I have $500 million. Fuck am I gonna, I'm gonna go party, right? And a lot of it has to do with that. There are a lot of, crazy people. Like, you look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo is chiseled at 40.
Yeah,
Tom Brady has been crazy about his conditioning, and that's why his career is so long. I feel like a lot of the younger
look at Eden Hazard.
A lot of the younger players are just
Hazard.
Hazard.
You're a wizard. I feel like that has a lot to do with it. It's just less about the sport and staying healthy and more about, getting this money.
A prime example of that, Dembele.
Is it I was gonna say
Dembele.
He plays fucking FIFA way too much. But now apparently he's taking shit more serious, but he's supposed to stay on and renew his contract. But his agent's like, hey, I think you can get more money in the Premier League. So he might be gone on a free, would suck.
And I think after you get hurt once, maybe you get your head around it, which is what I'm hoping happens to Zion. But anyway, I didn't mean to step on your shit.
No, it's fine. It's a good combo. Dembele's been hurt way too much, but I love the way he's playing now. Hopefully Xavi can turn it around. Maybe we can win the Europa League, but not counting on it.
Dude, it feels the same.
What?
It does.
Yeah.
Winning the Europa.
Yeah, it's like, man, I gotta fucking watch my team on a fucking Thursday.
Dude, but let me tell you something. Being without Europe is way worse.
Whatever. I mean, when BN Sport had the shit, I could barely watch the damn games anyway. So it would just felt like that.
I have Paramount if you want it.
I got Paramount now too, and I have ESPN Plus. So all La Liga is on ESPN Plus. So Kim, if you want to watch, oh, never mind.
What?
You don't like ESPN? It's cool.
I mean, I still watch ESPN, man.
Ain't no problem. He has a piece of tape on his TV that covers it up and says TNT. That he just tapes to the bottom for every game.
Yep. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead and say your point.
My final thought: check on your friends. I'm not doing a plea to check on your strong friends. I'm doing a plea to check on all your friends. Just make sure they're okay. Doing, doing good and everything. And outside of that, I just want to say, life is good for me. I'm appreciative, thankful, healthy pregnancy so far for my fuck you, Ryan. But I appreciate it.
I was like, wait, no,
I appreciate it.
No, the fuck you didn't. No. I was like, wait, okay, bro. You just said the pregnancy joint. I was like, fam, you better put that fucking button away.
But no, I'm good. Like I was saying, I'm good. And very thankful. But yeah, so like, yeah, just check on your friends, make sure everybody's doing okay. You know what I'm saying? I know it's holidays. A lot of people might not have as much money. A lot of people might be going through certain things that they don't want to voice to you. So just check on your friends, make sure they're doing all right. And yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So Keem, I do have to ask you a question about something later, but
Okay.
I'll text you after.
Okay.
But also in regards to the stuff about the holidays, when you're going shopping, be careful. Because I'm hearing that they're putting like air or like the air tags or some shit. They're putting in people's bags, falling out to their car and taking their shit. Or if you're putting your bags in your car and then you're going back to another store to do some shopping, they're popping your trunk, taking your shit when you leave. Or they're just following you home and taking all your shit that you bought. So just be careful.
Like I always say, keep your fucking head on the swivel. And if you live in a state in which you can still carry, fucking do that shit. Somebody actually just got stabbed outside of our apartment to death a few days ago.
Damn.
Walking out in the morning to a bunch of blood in front of the elevators. Not a great look.
Hey, you know what's good about that though? It's not your blood.
Solid. Now, thanks guys for watching another episode of ASOS, brought to you by the movie Bruised by Halle Berry. Netflix revenue money, baby. And Halle Berry's directorial debut. Watch her take. No, I'm joking.
I was like, fam. I was like, number one.
No, it was. They were gonna get what?
Accounting.
Accounting. Whoa. I might have my own exclusive deals.
Oh, you Joe Budden. You Joe Budden.
Didn't you predict this last year? I'm joking. Yes, we know.
You did.
It's so good.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
No, I did work with them on a promotion for the movie, but not for the podcast.
So why the fuck they here?
You just gave
a
a fucking free shout out.
Yeah, if anybody makes it to an hour and 40 minutes into this to see my fake plug on the goddamn movie Bruce.
Now you gonna cut this shit up and post
James Weeks, you're welcome. You're welcome for that, James Weeks.
He's not gonna see this part.
Oh, you know what is cool about Licorice Pizza? Licorice Pizza. Leonardo DiCaprio's dad's in it.
So is Philip Seymour Hoffman's son Cooper plays the lead.
Oh.
No, I mean,
guess what? I'm still not gonna watch. Yay!
And if you're a fan of the amazing group Haim, Alana Haim also plays the female lead.
She is.
Who the fuck is that?
Nigga,
Like,
go fire
probably?
up Black Knight and leave me the fuck alone.
Also, the best movie of
McNulty.
the year comes out next Thursday. Everybody go see it. Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, I'll see that.
The trailer for the next Spider-Verse movie. I'm in. I'm all the way in.
Also,
They just had to tell me it was coming out, and I was
They
there.
pulled me out.
All right,
The
my mouse
Matrix-
is dead. For some reason, something's happening with the USB. Like, I want to end this thing.
The Matrix comes out on Christmas, so it's gonna be a good ride.
I need to watch all the Matrices so I can know what the fuck is going on.
It's called Matrices. Come on, bro.
I don't know, and I don't care.
What do you care
Peace,
about
you
movie
punk
watch?
bitches.